Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 572. I'm here with Jessa Lemoine. We're in Back Bay. My voice hasn't gotten any better, but hopefully it will in a couple of days. We're working on some pegboard technique. I mean, something that has to do with gymnastiness, right? Upper body gymnastics. She's good with that stuff. And she has this fancy dancy pegboard here, so we figured we might as well be able to work with it. One of the things that we see, especially now, is a lot more pegboards in people's gyms, right? But we don't see people doing pegboards any more efficiently. So we want to talk about some pegboard technique. And the first thing that we need to talk about is how we transfer weight from one arm to another. And Jess is going to do this first part for me. You notice the thing is that we have a rope and not a pegboard. The reason because we can simulate what we're going to do with the rope as well as we can just do it on the wall as well, right? But not everyone has a pegboard. So there's a prerequisite to being able to do pegboards and do them well, and that's being able to do legless rope climbs. I didn't tell her that, but you're not going to do legless rope climbs. All I want you guys to be able to do first is be able to do a pull-up to the top hand, all right? So she's going to pull the top hand. She's going to support on the top hand. She's going to replace the other hand, right? Go ahead now, pull to the next hand, replace, support, and replace, right? This seems to be a very simple concept, but this is not what a lot of us do when we go to a pegboard. We go over to a pegboard now because all of a sudden we're holding on to these pegs. We forget about the idea of supporting and replacing, but that's what we need to be able to do. Also, one little thing too is if you don't support and replace, if you're constantly at pressure, you can't get the peg out. And that sounds like such a simple thing to say, but how many people we see, they get here like this, and they're trying to pull like that. So what we're going to think about doing is we're going to think about pulling, supporting, replacing, right? Well, actually, I would do it the opposite way around, right? So I would think about pulling to the bottom one, the top peg, supporting, and then replacing. And you're going to show me a good job of doing that, right? Oh, she needs the wide grip, all right? No, go whichever one you want to. So which arm are we going to move first? I'm asking you, whichever. I want you to look good here. Left. Okay. So what she's gonna do, the first thing before she does anything, we're just gonna pull, bring both your shoulders to your hands, right, as far as you can. Good. Now I want you to like switch your weight to the side. Good. And come back down and relax. All right. Once you have a breather, just in case you want to. Yeah. Right, so we're gonna do the same thing, but you notice that we switched our weight. We kind of like gestured it to the one side that we're supporting. That's so that we can now take the pressure off this peg to pull out and replace, all right? So go ahead, pull, gesture to the one side, and now replace. Pull, now to the top arm, gesture, and replace. Pull to the top arm, gesture, and replace. Cool? And I think that's what a lot of people do. Pop those out, and I want you to now do the same thing, and you'll see it better when we go to the pegs that are staggered, right? Because you're getting to do these, like where you just kind of go up like an old lady upstairs, like one and then stop, and one and then stop. I want you to do these. Like, yeah, exactly. Or an old guy. No need to be prejudice towards one person or another. And you'll see how she now has to like pull and gesture, pull and gesture, pull and gesture. She makes my point look a little bit better. Good. Now hop down. So to recap real quick, right? What we care about doing is we have a pegs and they're offset. We care about pulling to the top peg, not to the middle of both of them, right? We see that a lot of people do that because when we pull the middle of both of them, we can't take the pressure off to release. And also if we don't pull and support, it's much easier to support. If Jess is right here, it's much easier for her to support like that. If I'm pulling her up, right, hold right there, be real strong. Right there, then if I was to take her arm here and now I'm going to pull, right? I have a lot more of advantage, right? So you have a lot more of a disadvantage. You want to give yourself the best advantage we could. Cool? Cool. Jessa, thank you so much. Back Bay, thank you so much. Guys, until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.